Hi guys, good morning. It's morning where I'm at, and I just figured I would take a minute and sit down with you guys since I have just been horrible with keeping up with this schedule that I'd given myself, and I just can't seem to keep up with everything. So, I was going to sit down and film a 10 things that were newborn essentials for us, and he is 5.5 months now. So these are things that we either still use or used up until about last month. So I picked my 10 favorite and like the 10 that we used like the absolute most. So let's jump into it. Alright guys, I'm going to start with my first item, and these aren't necessarily in order. I didn't pick I didn't range them from like most favorite to least favorite or anything like that. I just picked the 10 most essential items that we needed while he was a newborn. So I'm going to start with the first item, and that is the nose Frida. A lot of you have heard about this, and most mommies do have this. This thing is absolutely amazing, guys. Like, he got sick at almost about a month old, I want to say, and this thing completely, was a lifesaver during that time. So this is my number one item, the nose Frida, and I will link everything in the description down below. The next thing is zip up pajamas. So these have like a little button here and the zipper goes down, and then we also have some that zip from the leg to the top, which those are awesome too, just because you can change his diaper without having to take the whole thing off at night. But with these, they're just so easy to get them in and out of, and you don't have to worry about buttoning all those buttons, because I definitely hate buttoning all those buttons. Item number 3 is a formula dispenser. We breastfed for the first 2 months, and we did have a really good breastfeeding journey. I just really let people get to me, and I quit breastfeeding. And formula feeding, what ended up, obviously being our option. So this thing is super awesome. It just lifts up here, and it has like little sections, and it turns, so you can go to the different sections. And this is so awesome for when you're out on the go, so you don't have to take a whole can of formula with you. I can make 3 bottles in this one container and just take 3 bottles with us and then dump the complete serving in there all at one time. So this is super awesome, and I definitely recommend having one of these. Item number 4 on my list is gripe water. This is really, really awesome stuff. I have the Mommy's Bliss gripe water, and we don't use it so much more now that he's older, but when he was a baby and he would have gas, or he would have the hiccups really bad, or he would just need anything as far as being upset wise, I don't really like to give him like Tylenol and Benadryl and things like that. And this gripe water worked really, really well for when he was just super, super fussy, and I tried everything under the sun and everything in the book, and it just didn't work. And it seemed to work really well for us. And I know a lot of moms don't like to use it, and they had that warning out there with the choking hazard, because it is a water-like substance. It's called gripe water, so it is a water-like substance, so it's really thin, and it is easy for them to choke on if you don't watch them. And he actually did almost choke on it one time, and I almost had a heart attack, and I sat on the floor and cried because I felt so bad. But what we would do is we would put it in his mouth and kind of let him suck on it until he just kind of sucked it all into his mouth, because it comes with a little dropper that's easy for them to kind of suck it out. And item number 5 on my list is a pacifier leash. We have this one. It's a Newbie brand. I got this one from Target, and it was just this one and a black one. They were super cute, and they clip on really easy. And if your baby's like mine and has a pacifier, then they will lose them all the time, and they will constantly be falling off. So if it wasn't for these little leashes that we have on his pacifiers, then we probably would have lost most of his pacifiers. I'm so serious. Sorry guys, he is taking a nap in his swing right here in the next room with the door open. And he woke up and started fussing, so I just went and calmed him down really quick, and he is going back to sleep, so I'm going to continue. I think I was on item number 5. So item number 5 is this Bobby pillow. This is the one we have. It's super cute, if I can get it. And that thing is amazing. I used it for everything. I used it when I was breastfeeding. I used it when he was just hanging out and I was holding him. I used it to prop him up in when he would take naps next to me. I used it to let him play in. I even used it to take some of his monthly pictures. That, like his Boppy, we have 2 of them, and we have the actual Boppy name brand, and then we have this one right here, but his Boppy one is actually a girl one because a cousin of his had given it to us. So he uses that one a bit more often, so it's in there in the living room. But he definitely has used the Boppy so much, and I absolutely love it. I love how I can put it anywhere. It's so easy to take with us if we need to take it anywhere. And he can, like, now that he's starting to sit up on his own and things like that, like, I can sit him in the Boppy and he can sit up, you know, supported. And he can, you know, play or do whatever he wants to do. Like, we are still using it to this day, even at 5.5 months old. And it has been, like, the greatest purchase that we had. And so I'm going to go into item number 6 with that. And item number 6 are the muslin blankets. This one is just one that has clouds all over it, obviously. Sorry guys, I lost my train of thought there for a second when I was talking about the blanket. And this is by the brand Ideal Baby. And we have some couple of the Aiden and Anais. I think that's what the brand is, and that's how you say it. We love these blankets. They are so awesome for everything. They were awesome for swaddling him in the hospital. They were awesome for spit up. They were awesome for cleaning up any little, like, messes he made. They were just awesome for everything. I could use this blanket for anything. They're super thin, so if, like, we went outside and he just needed a blanket or something like that, these are great to take outside, especially here in Alabama because the weather gets really hot. Like, it's supposed to be 100 degrees this week, and I am just not ready. Like, winter was over way too soon here. But these blankets are just great, and I love them for anything. I mean, like I said, they're super versatile, and I highly recommend getting these blankets. You can get them at Target, you can get them at Walmart, you can get them off of Amazon, which is where I got some of ours. You can pretty much get them anywhere. And so I'm going to go into item number 7 with that. Item number 7 I guess I'm on 7. I think I'm missing some stuff, guys. Hold on really quick. Alright guys, sorry about that again. But I figured out what it was. I'm going to go ahead and do this item, and I was actually on item number 8. So item number 8 would be my baby carrier, and I actually don't have it with me because it's in my car, and my boyfriend is at work with it. So I don't have my baby carrier, but I will put in a picture of the baby carrier right here. The baby carrier was something that was just really essential for us because it was so easy to take him in and out of the car, and like if I needed to hold him and we needed to do things, it was easy for me to just strap him to me or go, or even doing things around the house like dishes and laundry and all that fun stuff. So it was really, really essential to us, and I still use it to this day. And it was a really big item for us again because we had to switch him to a convertible car seat at about 3 months because we had the infant car seat and he just absolutely hated it, and he would scream and scream and scream every time we would go anywhere. And it just got to the point like we all couldn't leave the house as a family because we couldn't put him in the car, because if he did, he was just going to scream from point A to point B. And so we ended up switching to the convertible car seat, and he absolutely loves it, and he loves being able to see out the window, and he loves riding in the car now, and he doesn't cry at all. So the baby carrier is like really important for us to have, because instead of being able to just take his car seat out of the car and click it into his his stroller, it's easy for me to just throw the carrier on and throw him into the carrier, because we don't have the convenience of a car seat that just clicks into a stroller anymore. And then when he gets a bit older, I'm sure we'll use his stroller when we go, places and things like that. And we do use it now, like if it's, like if we're both going grocery shopping as like a family, then he'll push the stroller and I'll push the buggy. But we definitely use the baby carrier a lot more. And so I'll get to item number 9. Item number 9 is a bottle warmer, and we just have this one. It's the Avent bottle warmer, and I don't think it was too expensive or anything. We were actually gifted this because I wasn't going to buy one. But in the beginning when I was breastfeeding, and even now, like when he drinks formula, this thing is so awesome because I can just put his bottles in it and fill this up with water, and they are ready to go within like a minute or two, and that's it. Versus having to like run it under hot water for like 5 or so minutes, and we all know you can't microwave bottles. But this bottle warmer has definitely been so awesome, and it definitely works really, really fast, which I also love. And it's just been an essential for us, and I really love this thing. And item number 10. And this is a big one, so I'm going to kind of try to get it on camera. And I'm sure most mommies know what this is. I'm not exactly sure, like, the actual name for the chair. And like I said, I'm going to put, like, the link for all of these items down below in the description. That way you can find them. And most of them will either be at, like, Walmart or Target or Amazon. But I will definitely link everything down below. But I forgot exactly what the name of that chair is called. I think it's, like, a sit and see or something like that. He absolutely loves that chair. He would sit in that chair for like an hour or 2 at a time if I would let him, and he just loves sitting in that chair and just like watching me do housework or eat. Like sometimes we feed him in that chair, or like he'll just sit, and sometimes we do like let him watch a little bit of TV, like if I'm trying to clean during the day and get things done, just because his dad works a lot. And nap time isn't always the best time because he's kind of a light sleeper, unfortunately, and I've definitely tried to like not be quiet and just, go on about my normal routine, and our naps will just suck throughout the day, and then it'll be so hard getting him to go down at night. So I just try to be as quiet as I can during his naps, and I get most of my cleaning done while he's awake. So he definitely loves sitting in that chair and watching me do housework or eating or getting a little bit of TV time. It's usually just like 15 minutes or so. It's a super awesome product, just all around, like regardless. It has been awesome. You can use it for anything. You can take it outside. It collapses really easy with these buttons on the side, and it goes down to like a really small, easy to take with you position, so it's really easy to just shove in the car or, you know, carry on your arm and take it with your diaper bag. It's just super easy for anything that you need it for. So these were the 10 items that were most essential for us and that we used the absolute most. And obviously we have like a favorite bottles and things like that, and I will do a video on that in a later time because he did use several different bottles and we went through several different ones. So that's almost like a whole video in itself. Because of all the issues we had going through different bottles and things like that, and even like switching to formula, we had a lot of issues, and we switched brands an awful lot. So I just wanted to do a video of like the 10 most essential products for us, and I will do a bottles video later. So these are the products that worked the most for us. Sorry. And these are just the things that I absolutely recommend to any mom. When moms ask me, like, what would you recommend I get before baby gets here, especially like first time moms and things, I always recommend these products right here because they all work so well, and a lot of them are just so versatile, and they're so easy to take with you on the go or anything that you need them for. So guys, I'm going to kind of end this video now since you've obviously seen the 10 most essential items, and I'm going to go cook myself some lunch and kind of get some mommy time in while he naps. So you guys have a great day, and we will see you again this week.